Here we go.
Recording. All right. I'm nervous.
I don't have a good side, so.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Can you get less of my bad side, I guess?
Can you get less of it?
I don't know.
Yikes.
All right, let's see if this works. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
There it is.
Oh, we got it.
Ooh, problem and clock started. It's a little behind me now, but welcome back, you motherfuckers.
Oh, it's been a hot minute.
New studio, who dis?
Dude, lots of changes.
Yeah, I say we because I come over and hang out with Jack, but we have spent a lot of time making this studio look how it does.
Yeah.
And I like it.
I love it. It looks really good. We actually, Jarrett and I were laughing when we were putting all this stuff together because we actually took our time this time and did it right. And we drew it out and measured and thought and like put a lot of work into it. JJ has done a tremendous amount to set everything else up in here.
Thank you, JJ, who's in the studio with us.
I know, dude. We have like a switchboard, and Dirk, thank you very much,
Yes,
Dirk, for
Dirk,
the recording equipment. We appreciate that. Dirk was going to do a podcast and decided to put his on the shelf for a bit, so he's letting us use his board, which is cool. I mean, it's a lot of changes.
It is a lot of changes, and if so, we know how the last studio looked because we set that shit up. Mm-hmm. We knew all the imperfections.
Yes.
And if you would have, for the people who saw it, they thought, it looked decent enough. I mean, it was a nice studio. We had chairs and we were comfortable and we were kicking back.
Yeah.
But if you would have looked at the imperfections, like here, we laid this fucking thing out. We measured twice, cut once. We did all the things to make it look as good as it does, and it's a fucking nice studio now.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we're not in the closet anymore for those of you guys who are watching us. Sorry.
Where Jared and Jack have come out of the closet.
Yeah.
I knew it, that bear and that twink, we got him finally.
Yeah, we got him. Yes. Welcome to the team, boys. So why don't you, you know what, we have some new sponsors. Why don't you go ahead and tell us who our sponsors are, and then you can shamelessly promote us after them. How about that?
Yeah, so you guys have heard us tell a lot of stories about all these folks, but Neil, and more specifically Giant Sequoia Guide Service, he's the guy that we go hunt pigs with every year, and we'll do that. We determined this year that we're going to do it probably forever. And then Sam owns SMC Guide Services and McGuire Ballistics.
Yeah, both great services that he provides. And you shot his bullets yesterday?
Yes, I went and shot his bullets yesterday. The bullets for my Weatherby, I put them in the same hole. Like right out of the box, like 4 shots in the same hole.
Yeah, they're accurate.
They're super accurate.
And they're screaming, right? Like 3,500 feet a second or something.
Yeah, they're moving. That's that copper's hole in the mail. So I ordered a bunch more bullets from him, but SMC Guide Services and McGuire Ballistics. And then last but not least is Barcuso.
Yeah, the social club.
Yes, the Barcuso Social Club.
Yes.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, so I had the honor and privilege of golfing with him the other day and hanging out, man, and telling him we appreciate him and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to all 3 of those guys for coming on as sponsors. We really appreciate it. Now we get to do videos, and now we get to hang out more, I guess.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get back in the rhythm too. I know we kind of definitely had a good flow going there about how we set episodes up and talk and all that. We've even had to sit here and kind of coach ourselves about, we got to do this, remember? And then we do that, and then it's like having your second kid. You're learning all over again.
Well, and now JJ's sitting in here judging us
actively.
Yeah, whereas before she would just be like, I guess I'll figure it out and edit.
Yeah,
so
God, you guys were idiots yesterday. Yeah. Now it's in real time.
Yeah, she's like, you said 314 times, and I had to edit all of those.
We did. We had a conversation about that too. So, some minor changes, nothing drastic. The content stays the same. The message stays the same.
Yeah.
We're just trying to polish this turd, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just a dude.
Just a dude. Just a dude playing another dude. So, for us, if you want to find us on the social medias, he is Jarrett.
No.
What are you?
I'm Shattered Wisdom.
Dude, I forgot.
_ Jarrett.
Shattered, and I am Shattered Wisdom _ Jack. And then you can just find Shattered Wisdom Podcast, YouTube, Instagram,
Everywhere now.
Everywhere now, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you want to see the videos, I know Spotify does video. We'll be on YouTube. There are some, if you want to listen to audio only, you don't want to look at our mugs.
Sure.
You can just listen to audio. But on all the same platforms, you can just listen. You don't have to watch the videos, but it is now going to be an option. And you're probably going to get a lot rawer of an episode because JJ's not going to be editing this out because it's video and it will look sketchy, she said, if she's cutting pieces and doing all those things. So thank you, JJ, for helping us with this whole thing.
Yeah, thank you a tremendous amount. And for everyone else that has to, like we said, with Dirk helping us out and Kendra putting up with us. And
we were in her closet. And
putting up with us and moving with the bike in and out and doing all this kind of stuff. And like everyone else that has helped us along the way, we really do appreciate it. So a lot of good things coming. We got a lot of topics. Mm-hmm. We're going to do some recurring segments with some guests. Right. We're going to get Senior back in here whenever we can get Senior in here. We got a lot of stuff happening. So we've had a couple of people reach out to us, too, that want to come on.
Right. And we are going to link up with those people.
Yes.
And if you are out there and want to, I had a friend tell me yesterday, because I golfed Friday and Saturday, which is, I don't recommend it. But he said, hey, how do I get on your podcast, man? My buddy Dylan was like, what's up, dude? Do I need an invite or what? So getting back to it, if you want to be on this podcast, you have to come with a topic.
Yep.
And something to drink.
Something to drink, yeah.
So those are our parameters for the podcast. We'd like you to keep your topics relevant to kind of our flow, but we're available and we're open to having people come on, and we do have the ability to have people call in and do podcasts with us if they live in other states. So if you are not in the great state of California and you have an interesting topic and you would like to be on the show, JJ can figure out a way to make that happen.
Yeah, we got that Bluetooth thing. Dirk said it works pretty well.
Yeah. Okay.
So, we'll have to check it out and see. We don't have headphones on now, but if somebody calls in, we might have to put headphones on.
Yeah, that'll be the difference.
I think that'd be the only thing.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
So the poster's still true. We will wear headphones.
Yeah, from time to time. JJ's got them on right now.
JJ has them on right now. So one of the three of us.
Hell yeah.
So what do you want to talk about today?
We are going to talk about how the 90s made us men. But before that, we're going to draw a question.
See?
I got to find it now.
You got to Harry Houdini it? There it is.
There it is. Ooh, that one flew out by itself.
That's the one.
This is the one. Okay. Oh, man.
It's dark in here. It looks really light, but it's fucking really dark.
It says, what's something you know you should change but haven't?
Well, that's easy for me. I know that I should change my life habits, my eating habits, my drinking habits, my exercise routine, my everything. I know that for me, it's a work in progress. It's very hard to start a new thing that is working out. Like the gym's the hardest thing to start and be consistent with.
Right.
So I'm taking little chunks of my bad habits and trying to do good habits instead. So I would say overall that for me is something I need to fucking change, and probably sooner than later.
Yeah, I could say the same about me.
Yeah.
There's just every one of us has a lot of life habits, but you get stuck around like I should go to the gym more. I should prioritize different things in my life, and you just kind of sit there and go like, But you get home, you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, and our days never stop. When our days stop, you get home from work, and it's homework and dinners and spouses that are going and doing stuff, and it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Life is a lot. So I would agree. I think I'm working on changing my drinking habits. That's good. I did dry January, and I've been able to kind of do better at that, which is a good thing.
Did you smash a dry try yesterday?
I did do a dry try yesterday.
Yeah? How'd that go?
It went really well. I think I beat my personal record. It was 48 minutes is what I had to beat, and I think I did it in 47 and a half minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's good.
It was funny. Coach Adrian, who is going to come on the show eventually, I talked to her about it, but I'm in the middle of doing burpees, and I felt like I had to throw up. It always happens to me every dry try when I'm doing burpees. Mm-hmm. And she knows this, and she walks over and she says, the only reason you should be stopping is because you're puking, and you're not puking, so why are you fucking stopping?
I like her.
Yeah, she's rad. So I finished, but yeah, I think I did. I think I beat my personal record time, so that was good.
Yeah, Toby used to tell me, we're not leaving the gym until you throw up. And I'm like, is that the only thing keeping me here? Because I'll throw up right now.
I will pull my own trigger back.
I'm like, I've been at the verge of throwing up for about a half an hour, bud. Oh, man. All right, so what are we talking about?
We are talking about how the 90s made us men. And probably different men is what we should say
than the current.
Yeah.
We'll say the current. We won't throw out any shade on timelines on when you grew up, but you know who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything was different in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I remember, and looking back now, everything was dangerous. I mean, everything was a terrible idea in the 90s. We did it. We survived. We became stronger for it. But I remember riding in the back of trucks in the truck bed. Yeah. There's still states you can do that.
Arizona, you could do that. When I was out there at Arizona State, we thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to go, let's go to this fast food joint. Well, we got one car. Well, 6 of us would get in the bed of it, and there'd be 2 people in the cabin. That was...
Yeah, it's a limo.
We're sitting back there smoking cigarettes and laughing and joking, and it was totally acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the most dangerous things I think I did as a kid. And I've seen people ride in truck beds because I think you can still do it in Florida. Mm-hmm. And I've seen people ride in truck beds on the freeway doing 80. Yeah, the speed limit's 80 out there.
Yeah,
I'm like, that is you're one mistake away from ending everybody's life.
Oh yeah,
because it's never. I never worry about me. Same thing on a motorcycle. I never worry about me. It's everybody around you who's texting and fucking off and doing all their things. Those are the people who kill you.
Yeah, you and I drive so much and have driven so much. The stuff that you see on the road is wild.
Oh, dude. Then social media doesn't help posting all the videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it's dangerous, for sure. Life is dangerous, though. I mean, everything's designed to kill you. If you ride inside the car without your seatbelt on, same result as riding in the back. I mean, you're going for a slingshot. I mean, you watch these videos of people and it's like ejected through the windshield, no seatbelt, and the person who was driving had their seatbelt on, they survive, and things like that. So it's a lot of stupidity. Sorry, JJ. It's a lot of stupidity there on the behalf of people around you, but at the same time, you're not thinking death when you put yourself in these situations.
Well, and that was probably something that was a little different. I think back in the 90s, our parents put a lot more onus on us to be responsible for ourselves.
Right.
Like, remember the latchkey kids? I was a latchkey kid. Mm-hmm. What a latchkey means is you got a key tied around your neck, so when you get home, you open your front door.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to be there. So that was always a big thing. And, we took ourselves to and from school, rode a bike to and from school, or a skateboard or anything like that. And Kendra nowadays was terrified to send the girls to school by themselves, and they live across the street. It's maybe 500 yards if you go like door to door. Mm-hmm. So I think that was a big thing too, is that we just had a lot more responsibility. And now our kids are responsible. Ella was the neighborhood babysitter. She still is.
She's great.
Yeah, we take her everywhere and she'll babysit the kids. And we went on the cruise, we let the kids roam a little bit, and there was a lot of stuff that we give them freedom to do, whereby our parents just made us do it. They weren't like
100%. There was
hey,
less
did you
choices.
Want to do this? Yeah. Did you want to do this? I was like, no, you're going to do this.
Yeah.
And we just did it.
Well, it's funny because I tell Hunter all the time, you complain about vacations and I never took any. So I'm trying to give you what I didn't have. And you're like, well, I don't want to go there again.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do. So pack up your shit unless you want to stay home by yourself for a week,
Yeah. But that's probably a funny thing to mention, too. I don't really remember. Maybe it's just because you and I grew up very similar. Mm-hmm. I don't remember that vacations were prioritized.
Oh, no.
Or people did what they do now, right? Because there's all these all-inclusives. The cruises are all-inclusives. You can buy all these packages and take your family to do that stuff. I don't remember that being an option back then.
Well, if you were rich like JJ's family, you'd go on cruises, and they would take all their neighbors and do all the things. I think that the opportunity to do things have always been there, but maybe the willingness to go do something like that, or the spending the money on that, because I feel like our parents were a little, well, not my dad. My dad bought cars and sold cars, but he always made money. But I feel like the idea of taking a family vacation versus, doing something that our parents wanted to do is very different. Our parents wanted to do things that they wanted to do, and it was kind of like how their parents raised them, right? Like, go outside and play.
Yeah.
Don't sit here at the dinner table and tell me you're full and you still have half a plate.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. And that leads me to another thing is I used to go outside and come home when the streetlights came on.
Uh-huh.
And cell phones, I think, were probably the detriment to that because it made parents feel like they could check on you whenever they wanted to.
Right.
And then the worry started to peak, and why aren't you answering your phone and things like that. And when you didn't have that option, it wasn't at the forefront of everybody's mind.
Right.
So I think that cell phones really, coming up in the 2000s, if you're a 2000s baby and on, it's a leash. I mean, I can get a hold of you anytime I want, and if you don't answer, something's wrong, rather than, you're just playing. Right.
Your mom had all the neighbors' phone numbers, and you would kind of, if they couldn't find you, they would start calling what they call like a phone tree. They would start going through the phone tree and calling everybody. Hey, is Jack at your house? Is Jared at your house? Or the boys are here. They're going to this and that. Okay, well, make sure they come home at X time.
Right.
And again, our parents kind of put a lot more of that responsibility on us. Or they say, hey, tell us where you're going. And if they didn't have somebody's phone number, leave me a phone number where I can get a hold of you.
Right.
Or
call me when you get there and let me talk to their parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That was a different time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like all these serial killers and all these predators and all these people didn't exist. We just didn't have so much knowledge about them.
Yes.
It wasn't so in your face like, oh, no, there's this many bad people in your area and they can hurt your kids. And the worry wasn't there as much as it is now because it's very in your face now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's constant. So I think that, I probably dodged some serial killers and some fucking predators when I was a kid, and not because I was smart,
right?
But because I traveled with 10 fucking friends,
Yeah.
And that's the difference too, is I would ride my bike everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, dude, as soon as I got a bike, that was freedom.
Oh, that was it.
And when I would get in trouble, they would take my bike. And it was worse than losing a car. You'd sit there and go, but what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, how do I keep up with all my friends now?
Yeah, you can walk, or I hope they all want to come over here. And that I remember getting grounded from my bike once, and it was like getting chained to the front porch.
Yeah. Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? I'm bored. Like, you never said you were bored of the 90s.
No. Oh, God, no. Our kids say it to us all the time now. We go, okay, then you clean. That's the new rule at our house. If you say I'm bored, that's fine. That means you have time to clean. Well, no, I can. And I go, no, too late.
What, you're right. I can't do something.
Yeah, too late. Now you're going to have to do this.
Yeah.
But back in the 90s, my parents would put my sister and I on a plane and fly us back to Massachusetts.
Really?
And we would, like, Ontario Airport, they would put us on a plane. I was 11 and my sister was 13. And we had to change planes in Chicago. And then a grandparent would pick us up.
Yeah.
And we would hang out with them for a couple months in the summer. And then they'd put us on a plane and we'd fly back. And nowadays, you see, every now and then you see like an unaccompanied minor. But it's very rare. Or the airlines do a better job of kind of like, I don't say hiding it, but kind of like not letting everybody know this kid's here alone, because who knows who's on the plane, if there's a pedo or somebody on the plane.
Yeah.
But that's something I don't see a lot of. I mean, again, this goes back to our parents. You're just like, okay, well, you're going to get there and let us know when you get there. And my parents were worried. My mom always talks about she hated the traveling part of it. But once she knew that we were there safe, they were kind of like, okay.
Well, can you imagine if you had like a layover or missed a connection or something?
We did.
Yeah.
We had to stay the night in Denver. My mom was freaking out.
Jesus. Yeah, I can't. I now, as a parent, can't imagine that.
No. And it's funny, my parents have tried to convince us, send the girls out here to the East Coast. You guys had such a great time. And I am more inclined to do that than Kendra is.
Yeah, Kendra's not letting that happen.
No. But my mom has even said, I will fly back, meet you at the airport, and when I fly back to Massachusetts, I will fly with the girls. So it's not like they're alone.
No.
Which they would be fine. I'm sure the snack bill would probably be $150 off the plane because once they figure out how to order snacks, they'd be doing that. But
Charlie would be like, "Are we at the gas station?"
Oh yeah. Can we stop at a gas station? So I mean, I'm more apt to let it happen, but Kendra just
because you lived that, and I'm sure Kendra didn't.
She did not, but her big thing is she's not there to make sure my parents are not putting the kids in harm's way, because my parents go back to how they raised my sister and I.
Right.
And we're like, oh yeah, we can take you out on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we can go do this, and you guys can go do that. And I think my parents would almost give us give my kids more freedom,
right.
more unsupervised freedom, I should say, than we do.
And I think that if you don't start out with that freedom in your life and then you're given it, it's more dangerous.
Well, when I went to college, so in 1999, I went to Arizona State, and there were some of the incoming freshmen, and they just like went nuts. Party, drink. And we all had a great time. We drank a lot. I partied a lot. But I looked at some of them. I was kind of like, this is your first taste of freedom?
Yeah.
And you make a good point. They just went off the deep end.
Rumspringa!
Yeah. They just like quit going to classes. My roommate just lazied his way out of college, I guess. We had the same English professor, and our English professor would be like, Jack, I need you to tell your roommate to come to class. I'd tell him, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I need you to go to class. He'd be like, oh, yeah, I should probably do that. I'm like,
somebody's paying for you to be here.
Yeah, we're both here to get college degrees, dude.
Yeah.
But I had a suite mate, same thing. He'd never really partied before. Very prim and proper, and he started partying and just went off the deep end.
And I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
And when you go off to college, especially like if you're not from Arizona, so your family's not there, or whatever state, college, university you go to. I went in the military, which is worse.
It's the same thing. Yeah, my other buddies did.
Yeah, it's but you have nobody to hold you accountable. And that is a very dangerous thing if you've never had to be on your own in a situation. Your first taste of freedom can be to your detriment.
Right. But I think that's kind of what our parents were setting us up as, or setting us up for. So I don't know, I obviously haven't been in school in a long time, but when we were in high school, it was always, you need to get a college degree. Right. You need a degree. That was always something that was preached. I don't necessarily think they're doing that now, because everybody now has a degree. Like, there are so
It's saturated. The market is very saturated with people who have degrees. And then there's an argument to be made, right, about which route you take. Even the game of life. I don't know if you've played it lately, but Hunter loves it. There's two paths. You go to work or you go to college.
Right.
And that's kind of life, right? Like, okay, well, you're going to give 4 years. Well, this guy goes out and learns a trade or whatever, and he starts working, and then you have to then, at the end of the day, if you stay in your market, you know. Yeah. But imagine how much further you could be if you would have started at McCarthy at 18 out of high school.
Oh, and I had friends that did not go to college. When I was there, racking up student debt and making $7 an hour. My buddy was a soils tech making $25 an hour.
Right.
And I remember sitting there thinking to myself, what am I doing? I could go do his job. But that was the mindset in the 90s, is you needed college to distinguish yourself from somebody else.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's part of the reason, too, why our parents tried to make us more responsible, was the thought is at 18, you leave the home.
Well, and that's what it used to be, right? I mean, it's not so much that anymore. And not everybody our age has moved out at 18. I left at 18. You left at 18. I think JJ left at 18. Kendra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
we went to college. Yeah, we went to college and came back after we graduated.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But to not have that safety net early is, I think, such a good thing for your growth and development as a person.
Right.
I think you have to go fail. You need to.
Success doesn't stretch you as a person.
No.
Failure does, and how you respond to failure does. And the only way to do that is, like you said, get out.
Well, nowadays, everybody wins, and everybody can't win. Yeah. And that's one thing that I tell my son is, if you're not great, it only gets you through things I pay for. Yeah. Like, as soon as the real world calls, you want to go play college soccer, they only take, I can't donate a wing to a fucking hospital, and I'm not donating fucking structures to colleges. I'm not doing that.
Right.
You have to be great. Yeah. And we set our kids up for failure thinking that, oh, I'm good because my parents say I'm good. And why didn't I make this team? I'm great. Like, no, you're not. It's just fucking, it's a harsh reality that people have to swallow. You got to swallow that pill. You got to take your kid and tell him, like, look, you have to try harder. We play club, and it's fucking competitive.
Yeah. Kendra calls me the dream crusher. And I speak a lot of truths to my children. If they really want to do something, I'm like, okay, well, let's give it a shot. Let's see what you can do. You know, Ella's playing volleyball now. And she's taking lessons, and she's doing a lot better. She tried out for freshman volleyball. There were 60 to 80 girls for 16 positions.
No shit.
And the coach, they all showed up, and all of them had their club bag.
Of course.
Right, so they had so she's like, I don't care that you played club. I don't care what you do. I want to see how you do on that court. Mm-hmm. And Ella did not end up making it and was beating herself up, and we were just like, look, dude, you want to get better, you got to practice more. You got to put the work in. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything and go, look, if you do well and you get a sponsorship, great. If you don't, okay, we will figure out another way. Yeah. It would be nice to have some help paying for college, and I don't need her to go play in the Olympics, but if she could get 4 years of college paid for, I'm all about it.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at, too, is Hunter wants to play soccer. That's what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, but what you need to understand is while you're sitting watching TV, some kid somewhere is outside playing soccer.
Mm-hmm. He's running.
And he's doing touches, and he's doing whatever he can to help himself. I said, I need you to do that kind of shit. Otherwise, if you're not going to take it seriously, don't be upset when you don't make it and some other kid does. That kid is fucking working his ass off.
Right, and I think that might be another thing that's probably different from how we were raised in the 90s. There's a lot of parents now, and it's dance, volleyball, softball. They're, a lot of the girls that play on Ella's volleyball team, they also play basketball, track, and soccer. Yeah. And they're doing this, and you see all these parents, and they're like, oh, I see kids, we take Charlie to Kumon. Kids are showing up in their taekwondo, their gi, or you can tell they just came from soccer practice, or they're going. So I think nowadays there's people just saturate their kids with activities. I played Little League Baseball, but I just played Little League Baseball. Right. I didn't do a bunch of things and play Pee-wee football and do all that kind of stuff. I played one sport and wasn't very good at it, tried a couple other sports and wasn't good at it, so I worked with my dad. But I don't remember, maybe you do, people just, saturating their kids with sports and activities. I don't remember that.
It wasn't an overload. Like, you didn't go to a tryout of 80 people.
Right.
But 80 girls in your freshman class want to play fucking volleyball. That never happened.
Yeah, but I also don't remember, maybe there were one or two where, if their dad was the baseball coach, they played baseball and they played travel ball. Right. But I don't remember a lot of kids that were like, oh, yeah, I'm doing all this stuff on top of school. I think that's a much more modern
Well, because we all used to go out and play baseball in the street, right? You played stickball. We played hockey. We did a lot of things outside, so we didn't have to fill that time with, okay, we're going to go play this sport or we're going to go to this. And there's families who have their kids in 4 or 5 sports at a time.
Yeah.
Year-round, their kids doing something. Year-round, we were out skateboarding. We all thought we wanted to be professional skaters when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you own a truck. You own a truck company. You have a patent for your trucks. It was things like that we did as kids, and only like the hardcore kids did like travel ball and year-round baseball and things like that. But I think a lot of it was we couldn't afford it.
No, and that's probably goes back to like the vacation thing too. We couldn't really afford a lot of that. I mean, both my parents worked. They were always working. And I mean, I don't know if that was just a product of that time or maybe a product of the generation that we were in, because now we have the means by which we can take our kids on vacations and we can pay for the travel ball and we can do all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if it was that time, if it was a 90s thing or if it's just Because you accumulate generational wealth, they say.
Right.
So I don't know if our generation was just in that part where they were working real hard to provide stuff for us. But we didn't do a lot of that stuff.
And I'm going to play devil's advocate here with the invention of the cell phone. Now it's easier for me to go on vacation because I can take my phone.
You can take your work.
And I can answer emails and questions and things like that. Does it suck for your vacations? Yeah. Kendra and JJ are always on a laptop. They're always busy when we go on vacation. I mean, there's really no time off, but you get that block of time to go do something you want to do and relax.
Right.
And I think it's easier with these inventions of laptop computers, things that you can take with you. And it helped push this generation forward to where it is now, obviously. But now you're not taking a real vacation. Right. I mean, like, you get phone calls too of like, hey, are you on the site? Like, no. What do you, well, what's the chance? I know you're on vacation, but since you picked up, like, dude, it's like, all right, there's never been a real vacation that I've been on where somebody wasn't calling me needing something.
Oh yeah. And that's something that, like, a generational thing that our kids are going to get used to that.
Right.
And, we get phone calls. Yeah, we get phone calls at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Saturdays and Sundays, we get phone calls, all that. And so they see that, and that's now the norm that was kind of different. In the 90s, your parents would come home, and when we were home, we were home.
Right.
Every now and then my dad might have gotten a phone call, or every now and then my dad had to go do some night work or something. That's the nature of construction.
Right.
But I feel like it wasn't like it is these days.
Well, and my phone used to go off all the time, weekends, nights, everything. And it got to the point where Hunter would say, Dad, can you not answer your phone tonight? Can we have us, some family time? And I'm like, you don't realize how wrapped up you get in your work. And it's hard to explain to, I don't know, he was 5 or 6, that all the cool things that we get to do and all the things that I want to provide for you, I have to answer this phone when it rings. Right. And trying to balance how it takes time and how they perceive it, right? Because if you're always working and always gone, your kids look at it one way. Like, oh, you're never home. You're never this. It's never the hindsight that they have at 30, like, hey, thank you for making all the sacrifices so we can have this life.
Right.
It's hard when they're young to convey that to them. And I think that's the hardest part about being on this side of being a parent versus being a kid on my side, where I was like, yeah, no, my dad, like, you get home, and my parents didn't get home till 5, 6 o'clock at night.
Yep, same.
So it's like, oh shit, I got all this free time. I got this cool shit to do. I'm gonna go play with my friends, or I'm gonna play. The invention of Nintendo and PlayStations and all those things,
right,
really sculpted that transition in childhood where you didn't want to go outside. You wanted to sit up and play on your gaming system, and it wasn't a burden that your parents were gone. It was almost that you had free time.
Right.
And now it's different because our kids aren't as free as we were. So they're kind of isolated, right? They're kind of, you come home, you stay inside, you don't answer the door, you don't go anywhere, you don't move. And I'm bored. They're claiming all these things that we didn't have.
Well, nobody had Ring cameras in the 90s.
No.
Nobody had cameras in their house. They didn't have a Nest camera, or we've got a Wise that we use, like when we leave in Murphy's room in the house and all that. So, there's a lot of people that have cameras in their house. So when the kids come home, they can watch them. They can talk to them through the camera. So that's another mindset. Like, your kids see that. They realize that. They know that. Mm-hmm. We didn't have that growing up.
No.
If anything, you'd call your parents and say, I got home, and they'd say, okay, we'll see you at 5:30 or 6 when we get home. Do this or do that. And then there was no communication unless there was an emergency or if you needed something.
No, dinner will be ready at 6, be home.
Yep.
And then after dinner, you do your chores, you do the dishes. I mean, like, these were all things that you just did. Like it wasn't like, hey, can you do the dishes? No, it was like, when you're done with dinner, you fucking do the dishes, and then you can go play. And then when the streetlights come on, you got to come home, shower, and go to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, like, bedtimes were like 9 o'clock solid. In my house, like, fucking 9 o'clock, you're out. Yeah. Good night. So unless you had somebody spend the night or something, you did something weird. And I don't know that that's a big thing anymore. I don't know that Hunter's ever spent the night at somebody's house, maybe once or twice.
We've done a couple where Ella has gone and stayed the night, or some girls have stayed with us. But there are some of Ella's friends, and their parents would go, well, you can stay there late, but you're not going to stay the night.
Really?
And they'll come and pick them up at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. Which, okay, hey, how are you able to raise yours?
Right, yeah.
When we meet new parents or have people, Ella's going to go to somebody's house, I always take her.
Yeah.
Like for a birthday party or something. I take her. Then I want to meet the parents.
Right.
And I'll sit at the door. And if the girl answers the door, I'm like, hi, I'm Ella's dad. It's nice to meet you. Can I meet your parents, please?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're like, oh, yeah, come on in. This is the house. This is what we're doing. We're going to, and they give you the rundown and all that kind of stuff. But like, I want to chat with you for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before I just, here's my kid.
Right.
But there's some other parents where this thing now, too, is like if you have a birthday party somewhere, like a jump park or anything, they just drop their kids off. And I don't remember, dude, in the 90s, we did a lot of parties at people's houses, maybe like a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. But
my parents were always at the parties.
Yeah, my parents were too.
But I'm pretty sure that all of the parental groups that I hung out with were all friends.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, like it was, our parents were very social with, the group of parents, and it was never like, hey, drop your kid off. No, it's like, hey, come over, let these little fuckers play. We're going to go drink and play poker in the back or whatever, like there's something for you to do here. You might as well stay. And plus, I don't want to babysit your fucking kid.
No, I know.
I'm not in charge of your fucking kid. Your kid has a meltdown. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah, no, babysitters are expensive.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I came.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. All right, well, you want to wrap this little fuck around and find out up and...
Yeah. Well, this is the new studio, so we wanted to try this out. I mean, I think it's working well. I don't know if JJ's giving us the nod.
Here, JJ, what do you think? Yeah? She's shaking her head, yes, giving us thumbs up.
So that's good.
She didn't flip us off, so she hasn't canceled it yet, so
no,
that's good. So, all right, so the message is the same.
Yep.
Checking on your friends. It's important.
Yeah,
it really is. It is probably the single best thing you can do as a friend.
Yeah, and we've got some friends that are going on with some stuff right now, so we've been doing our part to check in on them. But if someone's reaching out to you, also respond.
Yes, be honest, man. It's hard to talk. Trust me, I know. Yeah. We're gonna do a series where we get into my life, and we're gonna get fucking really into my fucking life.
Yeah.
And that's a little teaser for you guys. But we're gonna have a different series about different things and how important it is to be good people and be there for your people.
Yes, sir.
And we're not just talking shit. This is experience. This is a shared experience that we had, and it's important. It's really important. And I know I came on here before and talked about it, and I didn't realize how hard it was until I had to deal with some shit. But if you're out there listening, you're dealing with some stuff, it is a lot better to get help.
Yeah.
As shitty as it is to open up about your feelings, I'm telling you right now, this podcast took 6 months off because I was not doing well. I don't know if our day ones and our everybody noticed, but we were not podcasting. We said no, I'm not coming. So we'll get into that, man. So look for that. We got a lot of things coming. We got a lot of things on the horizon.
Yeah.
And thank you again to our sponsors for helping us make this happen.
Yep. Joey, Neil, Sam, thank you very much. Thank you for the trust and faith in us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're tied to our brand now, so. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I've been Jarrett.
I've been Jack.
And this is Shattered Wisdom Podcast, and you motherfuckers are welcome.